farming. Tilapia fish farming. Tilapia fish farming is a popular aquaculture practice of raising tilapia fish in controlled environments like ponds, tanks, and cages. Tilapia is a highly freshwater fish species that grows quickly and adapts well to various farming conditions. So when we say tilapia is a highly freshwater fish, people look at it as carpage is stronger than it. But the only advantage catfish has over tilapia is oxygen. Catfish can breathe atmospherically, but tilapia can't. All the oxygen tilapia has to come from inside the water. So, but if you put tilapia and catfish in a toxic water body, the catfish will die before the tilapia. Because how did we get to know this? I worked for the Lagos State government before I resigned in 2005 to face my dad's business for the family business. And I worked with the Lagos Environmental Protection Agency. We used tilapia to test toxicity of water. When tilapia cannot survive water sampling, you know that water sample has gotten the threshold of the toxicity in the lab. So when they say it's hardy, it's hardy. But when people see that normally people doesn't stay, it's not strong enough on the water, yes, it's not supposed to be out of the water in the first place. But catfish can be out of the water for 24 hours, even without dying. And if you even put it back in water, it will still survive as long as there is no sun. Here are some key points to consider when starting a tilapia fish farming venture. Next slide. Now, before you think of starting tilapia, you need to look at some issues. You need to look at the species selections. And there are hundreds of species for tilapia culture. But the most significant and the one that proved very well is the Nile tilapia, or the Orochromis niloticus. Unfortunately for us in Africa, we bring in blue stock from outside. Not able to develop our own, apart from Egypt and Ghana that have been working on it. Ghana had a strain called the Akwasa strain. Then Ghana had their Konsongo strain, but it's still not having very good growth rates. Because 2010, when I started my tilapia farm, I brought in some from Ghana because I did my training in Ghana in 2010. I brought some, but they were not going as fast as they should. So I went to Thailand in 2015, went on that training, now brought. So since then, we bring in blue stock replacement from Thailand and get very good growth rates. So then you have the red tilapia. Among the red tilapia, the most important of them that grow red and gets to market easily is the Taiwanese red. Even the Taiwanese red is what the Thai farmers use more in Thailand. So one is to understand the species you want to select before you start. And if you don't do this, then you run into the problem of getting to market in time. And we're going to look at the market dynamics, the business part of it, on the third day of the trainers on Wednesday. We're going to do some calculations. What we are going to do on the screen today for the next 3 days, I'm putting them in the flash, apart from the outcome we are going to get. I'm putting them in the flash because we have some templates. You have some templates that you will use for your tilapia business. I've designed them to be on Excel sheets And once you plug it, put your numbers, it can automatically calculate your fee on a daily basis. So you don't need to start doing any calculation. Once you just plug it, plug the number you want. If you're paying 10,000 Tilapia, put 10,000, it automatically calculates it for you. So you have those ones. So you're going to look at them. The habitat, you're going to look at that with water quality, feeding, stocking density, disease management, harvesting, and marketing. So overview of tilapia. Like I said, there are several species of tilapia commonly found around the world, including Nile tilapia, Japanese, because Mozambique tilapia, because then the blue tilapia, and others. Each species has its own unique characteristics and farming. If you look at the Mozambicus, you can tolerate more salt water than Nile tilapia. So if you're in a brackish environment that without salt water that is more than what the Nile tilapia can take, it's advisable to do that. But over the years, they've developed strains of Nile tilapia that can withstand same salinity, salt level that is because and take. So with that, we're able to grow in Galacticus even in the saltier water than the normal salt level takes. Tilapia are native to Africa and Middle East, but have been in so many parts of the world of the country. And the reason for that is that because of the mild taste of the flesh, quality of flesh from tilapia fillet, it makes it a lot easier for it to be replaced or go side by side with seafood. Because when you write down seafood, you can actually include tilapia among seafoods. But you cannot put catfish among seafoods. Tilapia are omnivorous and feed on wide range of food sources, including algae, aquatic plants, insects, small invertebrates. They are often fed commercial, in the aquatic setting, they are often fed commercial pellets or a combination of plant and animal-based feed. This was the power of I was talking about the other time. For tilapia, you have the luxury of giving them plants. Which plants are we talking about? Azolla and duckweed. When we start the farming itself, like I told Dr. Marcus, I'm going to be with you guys for the whole 6-month training period. Second thing I'm going to take, and I've spoken with him, because we need to get it right. And by getting it right, I need to be more involved. Because the training goes beyond this class. For the whole of 6 months, I'm going to mentor the group to get it right. And one of the things we're going to use is having ponds that will grow our azolla and duckweed. So that with that, we can actually reduce cost of production. Because we're not going to use commercial feed all through. We're going to use at least to get a reduction of 10% in the cost of our production. And azolla and duckweed, they grow fantastically well when they have very good nutrients in water. Because azolla and duckweed, they grow almost 40% on a daily basis. Every day. You harvest, next day you harvest, so you're harvesting continuously. So once you're able to do that and incorporate it with their feed, then you see that the cost will actually go down. Tilapia are known for fast foods, reaching market size in as little as 6 to 9 months. This is something people think catfish seem not to understand. The growth rate of tilapia is different from catfish, but there are two different fishes. When people say, my catfish at 6 months gets 1.5 kg, yes, you can. But for tilapia, at 6 months, from 1 gram, the target is between 500 to 550 grams. That is a very good size for 6 months. And that we achieve that we should in Nigeria. because of the quality of finger. So, because internationally, market size for tilapia is 500, 550 grams. But what we see in Nigeria in imported tilapia are those big tilapia fishes. Those are rejects. Yes, they are not fit for international market. That's what they don't dump it or not sell. Because if the fish gets to, if tilapia fish gets to 1 kg, what they do, that's good quality of fillet. You get quality fillet and more flesh from a 1 kg tilapia, 1 kg tilapia. But because they are not fit for consumption, really, they bring it here for us. We are happy. But when we started it, people were saying, that kind of Kereju. So we have to educate people that what you are eating is not quality fish. They've been grown in very bad environments that the Europeans and Americans cannot take. There was a time we did an investigation, we now saw the package written destination Nigeria, strictly written there. From Brazil, from China. So they will never take the low quality bad fish to Europe. So nobody will take it from there. In Indonesia, the biggest tilapia fish company there, they grow their fish to 9, 12 months. Because what they do is just feed it. So they hardly sell small fishes. So there it is. They go to 9 to 10 months, 11 months, and they get good quality, big sizes of fish from it. So the market size, which is 6 months, and 500, 500, which are very excellent sizes. They are prolific breeders and can reproduce quickly in suitable conditions. And how do we guide against this? Because if I give you mixed sex tilapia, in 90 days, what's 20 days? They will start giving fries in your ponds. They will overpopulate your ponds. And growth rate will reduce. Yes, it will reduce because tilapia, once they go beyond the stocking density, which we talk about later, growth rate reduces. So how do we arrest this? That's why what we do what we call the sex reversal. It's a technology that is not something difficult, where we use hormones to reverse sex on the fish. And the hormone we use is not synthetic hormone. They are just boost texts used for it. And what we use in Nigeria is what they use all over the world, which is 17 alpha beta testosterone. And we use it for just 21 days. After that 21 days, the next 21 days, you can't see any trace. So, and the same hormone used for that is used for kids that have stunted growth to come over it. So, it's not something, so when people say, you use hormone, you need to define it for people. That it is hormone acceptable all over the world, which humans will use for children that have stunted growth. So, with that, we're able to arrest the tilapia having babies inside the water. So if we are giving you 1,000 tilapia, we can guarantee that 97, 90% of it are sex reversal. Because you cannot get 100%. What we've gotten so far in the university, like I went for my cousin, Thailand, was 99%. So with that, it gives you a lot of confidence that your pond will not be overpopulated with fries. So if you have 2% of 1,000 fishes being female, then the rest after that, there will be no issues for you. Tilapia is a low-calorie lean source of protein that is rich in essential nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins, and minerals. It is a popular choice for health-conscious consumers looking for a nutritious seafood option. Because of the lean meat of tilapia is acceptable all over the world for people watching weights, people that want white meat. It's healthier and has a lot of benefits in terms of aging, mental strength, fighting cancer, and also things like that. So it's the reason why health conscious consumers now look for it all over the world. And that's why presently, after carp fish, tilapia is the most common fish in the world. Egypt is doing 1.5 million metric tons per year. China is doing 2.5 million metric tons. Indonesia is doing 1.7 metric tons. Just tilapia alone. And the market is growing every day. I was in Egypt last year. They are at the point of doing 100% self-sufficiency in agriculture. Between last year, March, I was there, and last week when they gave me the figures, they increased their production by 230,000 metric tons. So in the next 3 years, they want to target 2 million metric tons just for tilapia. So you can see in Nigeria, all the fish we do, from the one we capture from the river, from the ocean, from the catfish farmer, we are not even more than 1 million metric tons. So a population that's almost 3 times what the population of Egypt. So we have a lot of things to do, and it's good that we need to understand what we want to do. Tilapia farming is considered environmentally sustainable due to the fish feed efficiency in the fish, conversion ratio, and ability to thrive in a variety of farming systems. And what this means is, if you look at the nutrients in tilapia feed, the protein content is not as high as that of catfish. So the waste coming out of it doesn't have so much nitrate, ammonia, like what is coming out of catfish. So if you pump your wastewater from the catfish farm compared to wastewater from the tilapia fish farm, you have more environmental issues with the waste coming out from catfish farm, because the amount of protein that goes to the feed translates to the amount of waste that comes out. So that's why it becomes more environmentally sustainable to farm tilapia than catfish. But fortunately, that should have been an advantage for us if the debate was on. Fish wastewater should not be a waste. It should be a resource for crop farmers, for vegetable farmers. In Thailand, we have fish farmers on one side, we have crop farmers on the other axis. So what they do is, when these ones are selling, they pump all the water to this side. The diameter of those pipes, some are as big as this, underground. So they just pump to that side, and the farmers make use of that one. So what they grow is more organic fruits, vegetables that comes out of the market every day. I saw, when I was coming from the hotel, I saw the farmers market, and I was telling my group, every day you're supposed to have fresh vegetables there. I saw who the way they pack it. I said, people are not eating it, they are just eating leaves. But if you have something that can work together, then you can have farmers bring it down to the market fresh every day. Next slide. Economic impact of tilapia. Tilapia farming operation requires labor of tasks such as pond preparation, feeding, maintenance, and harvesting. As the industry grows, it creates more job opportunities for local communities. Just like you saw in that video, you can imagine the number of workers there in low value chain, from feeding, from harvesting, from processing, and you see that they even have houses for their workers living on the farm. So that creates a kind of joy for workers to go to work every day and stay on their farms. Tilapia farming offers farmers a source of income through the sale of fish to local markets or for export. The fast growth rate of tilapia allows for multiple harvests within a year, providing a steady stream of revenue for farmers. This income can be invested in the farm, diversified into other ventures, or used to support household expenses. The expansion of tilapia farming contributes to the development of local market and trade networks. Farmers can access new markets, both domestically and internationally, increasing their earning potential and fostering economic growth in the region. Additionally, the export of tilapia products can generate forex for countries with thriving aquaculture industries. A few days ago, we had a retreat in Lagos. One of our mentors, Professor Bombada, came from Canada, and he was telling us that presently he buys tilapia for $11 per kg, right? So $11 per kg, that's a lot of money. But yeah, we have that advantage that we actually grow tilapia because our weather suits the growth of tilapia. We don't have issues when it comes to temperature. A few years ago, the director of world fish from Egypt, director of world fish, he came to my farm in Lagos, and he was surprised that I didn't have greenhouse in my farm. And I told him I don't need it because we have very good temperature throughout the year. So when I went to Egypt last year, they invited me to Egypt as a world fish for what they call exchange. So when I saw their tilapia farmers, I saw them having greenhouses. March last year, it was very, very cold here. I can't wear something like this. I have to put on really thick clothing. That was the reason I now saw why he was saying something like that. For 3 good months, if you don't have a greenhouse, you cannot hatch tilapia at all. Which doesn't happen here. Here, throughout the year, you hatch, you raise your tilapia. So we need to get to that level of be able to feed ourselves with tilapia and be able to export. Because if you're looking at forex earning, it's not, we always say it's not oil. we miss that definition. Look at oil. Oil is not. People are looking for solution for oil, but there's no solution for it. You cannot do synthetic tilapia. You cannot manufacture rice apart from the one you grow. You cannot manufacture fish, but you can manufacture alternative energies. You have electric cars. You have cars that run on gas. You have houses that don't even depend on electricity at all, apart from the solar system. So alternatives are there available, but for food, there's no alternative. You have to grow it, and people have to eat. The growth of tilapia farming supports development related industries around the value chain. This includes the production of fish feed, aquaculture equipment, processing facilities, transportation services, marketing channels. These interconnected sectors create business opportunities and support the overall economic ecosystem. Where am I going with this? If you have a tilapia farm, as it stands alone now, you have people that will do fingerless for them. The buyers that come, they're going to use ice. carry them. So somebody is selling ice. Somebody is going to move them logistics. Because what we designed over the years, when we get to market, I'm going to show you. I designed a box where you can harvest tilapia with the ice inside. Because the best way to harvest tilapia to keep the quality is your ice has to be ready before you harvest. Don't put dead tilapia on ice. Put the tilapia on ice and they die on that ice. When they die on that ice, you are guaranteed that same quality as long as you die. So when somebody is eating it, it's as if they've just taken it from the farm. But if you allow them to die before you put them to ice, then that flavor will be lost. So those things create employment down the line. But when we harvest on my farm, we have 5 riders, bikes, that as we're harvesting, we move them out immediately. I'm going to teach you some of those things when you get to the marketing end. Because farming, as people say, is the easiest thing you can do. The easiest thing you get to is because sales and marketing. Where is your fish going? That will give you premium price. You can sell your fish for 1,000 naira. That's the right price. But you can sell it at the right place and at the right time for 2,000 naira. So that is the difference. So when farmers work, they work on production. They now give sales to others. You cannot sweat and allow somebody to come and enjoy it. So you have to look at ways. And I say this often and often to young people that come to me. Don't produce fish that you cannot sell 40% directly. Because you can sell 10 tons on a monthly basis and not be profitable as somebody selling 3 to 4 tons on each kilo. So you are doing volume, but somebody is not doing as much as you are doing. But it's making sure the fish gets the right places for food